It's season 2, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Evergreen podcast, where we keep it evergreen all year long. I'm excited, man. Second episode.
Yes, sir.
We here, man, and first episode was pretty dope, y'all. I don't know about y'all. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, good to be back in the saddle.
It's good to be back in the saddle. We back in this thing.
I
It was one of the best ever.
Yep. Well, I am DM. Dante, you good?
I'm good, baby.
You good, Will? You good?
Great and ready to roll.
We're going to get right to it. Doug, you good?
I'm good. Before y'all move forward, remember now, hit that like and subscribe button.
Smash
Sir.
it.
Don't not watch another second.
Yep.
Hit that like and subscribe button.
Yep. It's real easy.
Just pause it. Just pause the whole video right now.
Hit that like and subscribe button. Get off the couch.
Season 2.
Doug say, forget the mic, boy. Put these captions on the screen. We're going to do it too, man. We here, man. It's been eventful. Last week was eventful. You know what I'm saying? At this particular time on the pod, you know, we kicked off week 1, college football. Mm-hmm. So we saw a lot of crazy things going on. Just a lot of crazy things, guys. I don't know. Y'all can go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, I had no idea you can score a touchdown, but take 3 scores to get there. So
wait.
What you talking about?
the Iowa Hawkeyes, right?
You said score a touchdown and take 3 scores to get there?
Exactly.
Okay, please break it down.
The entirety of the game, they scored a field goal and got 2 safeties. That's how they scored 7 points.
Wow.
I never heard of that.
Right. So they won the game 7-3.
Yeah.
And they won.
Yeah, they won.
Kurt Ferentz, man.
Wow.
They won. Kurt Ferentz does it again. Pulls off the caper again. I had never seen such a thing.
A
This
field goal and 2 safeties.
Yes, this is how I kicked off my college football Saturday. I watched parts of this game.
I didn't watch it at all, but I just looked at the box score. I thought they scored a touchdown.
No. I think this is the only game since 1981 that 7 points was scored like this.
Which was a great year, y'all.
Never in my life, literally never in my life has this occurred. They won the game 7-3. So you know, like they have these sponsored segments where you have to have like a drive of the game.
What was it?
It was a drive that ended in a punt for Iowa.
Wow. They had.
That was the drive of the game.
As we talk about like announcing and doing different stuff like that, I had to be a crazy game for the announcers, let alone the fans. Can you imagine calling a game like that?
And you get off a bunch of stories.
That's all you're doing.
It's not a lot of good football.
That's bad, man. That is really bad.
How long did you watch?
I was in and out of it.
Clearly.
They were in and out too.
Otherwise.
They were in and out too.
Otherwise, I don't know, man. I probably started bleeding from my eyes. Yeah.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
That sounds like a park ball game. Like a bad park ball game. It is. Like not even a good,
with a bunch of scrubs.
Yeah, like a bad park ball game.
Yeah.
Like I've never heard of that. I'm glad I didn't see it. I'm glad I didn't watch it.
Right.
But I'm gonna go and check out the replay now, just to see how bad it really was.
Just look up the highlights.
Yeah, just. Well, if that's the case, I was in trouble this year. And who they played.
Oh man.
See, you don't
Now,
even
remember.
Yeah, they had a field goal. I don't ever want to go to a game like that. I don't want to see nothing like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
That is bad. That's
7-3 with no touchdowns.
No touchdowns.
Yeah.
Whole game.
A field goal and 2 safeties.
Yeah.
How you got 2 safeties in the game?
2 safeties. One of the safeties, their opponents kicked the ball into the back of their up man. It was a punt. He kicked the ball into the back of the up man, and it bounced and went out the back of the end zone.
I'm just saying, man. See, it's stuff like that for me. In college sports, man, like we're not talking about high school. We're talking about college, right? Mm-hmm. So with certain things like that, to me, I'm like, okay, yo, what were y'all doing at practice?
They play South Dakota State, by the way.
This is completely undisciplined. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't be making those. If a team is better than you, that's one thing. They blow you out. They got way more talent than you. Then you know you can look for something like that. But little stuff like that, that's in your control.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just undisciplined, bro.
But here's a question off of this game. This is where I want to go in as conversation wise. Is part of the appeal of why everybody likes college football so much is because not all of these players are very good. Like, is this part of the reason that we like college football so much?
No, that's not the reason why I like college football. Okay. If it's bad football, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. If nothing else on, I'm gonna go watch a rom-com with my wife. Straight up, straight up.
Right.
I'm not watching bad football, man. That was a Division II team, right? They played.
Yeah.
Man.
South Dakota State.
I do think that's why some teams.
And you only put up 7 points and not a touchdown.
That's crazy. I do think that's why some teams and some players may stand out a lot more because you're playing against maybe subpar talent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because everybody
more often than not. I'll say that.
Like, you're cheering for these wide, like you see these wide open wide receivers, but boy, you don't see like how they messed up the coverage so bad on them. Right. It's just
Screaming at the TV. What are you thinking?
Yeah,
Right.
I did see a lot of that. I saw somebody on Facebook saying, man, they should go back to not scheduling big games on the first game of the season. You know what I'm saying? Some of these programs, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you schedule these big games and then you haven't disciplined yourself. You don't even know what you got. I don't care about all that. See, shout out to Florida, right?
Florida about that.
It started making me question too a lot of these people that are making the top 25. I know they do it off of recruit classes and different things of that nature, but it starts to make me question it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I never agree with preseason polling. That's why I never liked preseason polling. Like,
We didn't know that, Dante. Okay, we learned something.
I never liked preseason polling because you don't know what you, especially now with the transfer portal, you do not know what you have.
You don't.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'd much rather just wait for the first playoff rankings to come out, and I'll go from there. Like, I'll start taking your ranking series from there.
So you're saying no rankings like all through the season until they get to the playoffs?
Yeah.
But the reason why they have the rankings is it's for TV.
Ratings. It's
So
ratings.
it's
ratings.
absolutely for
it's
ratings.
It's just, that's all it is. It's the ad dollars. So they have to have ad dollars when they have, like this week, you know what I'm saying, they got Alabama versus Texas. They about to put a lot of ad dollars into that game.
Absolutely.
So
And Texas not even ranked, though.
No.
But it's still a big game.
it's a big game.
Right.
But they got the number one team, Alabama number one, right?
Right,
So
absolutely.
they got the number one team. I think it's going to be on Fox. It's going to be the big noon kickoff at 11 o'clock, which is weird to me, too. I don't understand how the big noon kickoff at 11 o'clock, but we can say that for another day.
That's a trap game for Alabama. And the reason, I'm not saying they're going to lose. Yeah, I'm not saying they're going to lose. I know the spread's like 20 points, but I'm not saying they're going to lose. But the games are going to be closer just because of the simple fact it's an away game.
Okay.
And if you ever played an 11 o'clock game in the morning on a Saturday, it's the worst experience you can ever have.
Really?
Yeah, because first off, think about this. All right, as a student athlete, you go to school all week long. Got class, got practice.
Gotta go.
Friday, you on the plane, so you got to travel. So you're not going to get there to maybe like 7:30, 8 o'clock. You can have meetings.
Right.
You can be probably in bed 10:30, 11 o'clock. You up at 5 because you got breakfast.
Sheesh.
Your pregame meal is pancakes and bacon.
Sheesh.
Like, that's your pregame meal. Then you got to go play. I think Alabama's going to get off to a slow start. Now I think eventually in the second half
They'll pick it up.
They'll pick it up, but it's going to be closer than people think. And Texas knew that. Probably that's why they scheduled it for 11 o'clock in the morning. And it's at home, so I think they have that advantage. Not saying Alabama going to lose.
Right.
Not at all.
At all.
But it's going to be a lot closer than people think just because of the time.
Pick your number right now on the pie. Pick your number. What you think Alabama going to win by?
10.
I say 20. You win, I wear a Parkview shirt. I win, you wear a John Curtis shirt next week.
I'll do that straight up. Same colors.
It don't matter. Same color. Let's get it.
Same school, really. Just different areas. Just different areas, different names. It's really the same school. The same exact school. Same pedigree. We cover the same pedigree.
Man.
Downhill days.
Downhill days. The same pedigree.
Yeah. So we saw some. I'm excited about this season. To see a lot of people that are like we're talking about Florida. I think it's teams like they don't have nothing to lose now. You know what I'm saying? If they wasn't ranked, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's really looking at them, so now you can really you just kind of go all out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to preserve a ranking.
Yeah.
Because that can be a lot of how you play too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, I want to give a shout out to Swag, man. Swag takes me in the middle of the game with the Florida. Will Billy Napier calling these plays? Shout out to Swag, man. We see you, Coach Billy, man. Coach Luke, man. We love everything y'all doing, and it's still great.
Yes, sir.
Be
Yeah,
a
man.
Florida Gator. Go back and check out that clip too, man. I know it's on there.
Yeah.
I just like to see that type of football. Like, just like, even though obviously it's innovative for us offensively, but defensively, I love to see people flying around hitting people. And if you play hard and you play physical, it's no matter. If you make mistakes, it doesn't matter. But if you play hard and physical, especially in the SEC, you give yourself a chance to win the football game. And I think that's the identity that they're taking on because, like you said, the unknown. You taking over a brand new program in Florida. You kind of rebuilding. So get you some dogs in there. Yep. Look, we're gonna be physical. We're gonna play hard. We're gonna run the football, but we're gonna be innovative because we got a monster at quarterback. And on defense, we're gonna play fast, physical, and get 11 hats to the ball.
Yep. And they also got 2 running backs both from Louisiana. One from the New Orleans area, one from Jennings area. Trevor Etienne and Montreal Johnson is his name. Yeah, the little kid from New Orleans, man. Shout out to that Noah.
So Montreal, all right.
So yeah, man.
I was thinking about something.
Don't do it.
Lincoln Riley took it.
Don't do it, Doug.
Lincoln Riley took his quarterback out there out west, and they still look like he chucking on all cylinders out there.
Less competition.
Absolutely.
Less competition.
Absolutely. He about to put up some yards.
They gonna run away with that.
He about to put up some yards out there.
Only team that's gonna be physical with them is who just lost was Utah, and then UCLA gonna be physical also. But I look at USC probably gonna take that conference, man.
Man, I don't want to keep harping on Florida, but Florida's really good. The reason I say they're really good, if you watch that game, Utah is a really good football team.
Yes, they are.
They won the conference last year.
Like, their quarterback is really good. Right. Their running back is really good. He has an incredible story, by the way. Right. He was homeless. But Utah is a really good football team. And for Florida, just kind of like on a rebuild to win that football game the way they did, I can't stand Florida, by the way. I just want to make that clear. I don't like them.
We still going to the game this year, though.
I can't stand. I don't like the swamp.
Which game we going to?
We're going to Florida, LSU.
Oh yeah, sure.
Anyway, the NFL opening week is this week.
You said it. You said the other word.
Yeah, that's why I switched right over to it.
You said it. You said
we ain't gonna get away from it.
You said it.
I ain't gonna stay long.
You said it.
I ain't gonna stay long. I'm gonna say two things. I'm gonna say 2 things. It's 2 games that I saw and I watched at the internet with nail biters. That was the one, the name that we should not mention tonight.
That's it.
Right, that game, which we that's a whole nother segment. Like we can talk about that for days.
I'm not bringing that.
We're not even gonna talk about that. But that North Carolina Appalachian State game. Did y'all watch that game?
Yes.
Watch part today.
Yo, I watched parts of it, but you don't, it's one of those games like you said, an hour, like you in and out, like you put it on. But I got to like the third quarter, and I was like, hold on, and I started watching, and in the fourth quarter, them boys scored
40 points in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter, bro.
Shout out Gene Chizik, defensive coordinator from North Carolina. You got off of your couch to go get 40 dropped on you by Appalachian State.
You barely don't. Y'all dancing in the locker room. Y'all should have went and sat down and thought about your life, bro. Like you a yard and a half away from having to go into overtime with Appalachian State, and I'm not knocking them, but the way it was happening,
it was crazy.
What?
It was crazy.
Gene, you was comfortable.
They tied it up. Appalachian State tied it up. And I don't know. No, there was somebody that did an onside kick. No, they didn't have the ball. Somebody did an onside kick, and North Carolina got it. And instead of falling and running the clock out because there's no more timeouts,
returned it for a touchdown.
He returned it for a touchdown.
Got too hype.
Right, too hype. So them boys just came in, and the quarterback for Appalachian State was just throwing the ball. Like he was just like,
yep.
And the dude just catching it. They got a little wide receiver over there that's bad. I can't think of his name right now.
Right.
But they were just throwing the ball over the field, bro.
I mean, sometimes you just think about like, if people in general, even us, like, what would it be like to be a head football coach at a university? Because at a top tier university, because someone like Mac Brown, to go to the locker room and dance and all that stuff, and you
75 years old,
75 years old,
like
you should have lost that game. That goes to show me that he has what you called. I don't know. I'm trying to make up a word, but
he has trying to make up a word.
Yeah, he has a buyout. I don't like all these coaches. I'm gonna call them the buyoutness. Like they have buyoutness syndrome.
Right.
What I mean buyoutness syndrome is this.
Yeah.
In my contract, no matter if I win, lose, or draw, you gotta pay me my money.
Absolutely.
So when he went into the locker room after getting 40 points hung on him
in the fourth quarter.
Can you imagine Nick Saban going to the locker room doing Antonio Brown dance after getting 40 points? That goes to show me, bro, a lot of head coaches and now in football have buyout syndrome, and you know what? I don't care.
I don't blame him
Because
at all.
you have to pay me no matter what.
I don't care. We're gonna run whatever plays we want to run.
Like Coach O said, interview
man,
this
here we go
past
again.
weekend. I'm not bringing up a school. I'm bringing up Coach O. Like Coach O said. Coach O said, what time you want,
What
me,
time
to
you want me to
leave,
leave?
and what door you want me to go out?
$17 million, y'all.
Point one. Don't forget the point
17.1.
one.
Yeah, my
Don't
bad.
forget that
Yeah,
point
don't forget the
one.
point one now.
Because he didn't.
He definitely didn't.
But y'all, hold on. Let's keep perspective. We talked about it in episode 1. Let's keep perspective.
Okay.
That's 17.1. We're gonna make it rain like that with these $8 billion TV deals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Anytime, I always said this. I say this about any industry, sports, entertainment, whatever. If I can pay an actor $20 million for one movie, how much you think I'm making? If I have the audacity to pay you $250 million over a 5-year contract, okay? If I have the audacity to say something like that, do y'all understand what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, you gonna look at another grown man in the eye and say, you know what? I'm gonna give you $250 million for 5 years. How much confidence you gotta have in your heart that you're about to make $250 billion? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like, you gotta have that level of confidence. It's the same level of confidence we have to buy anything.
Yeah.
You buy something. You don't buy something with your last dollar,
Never.
right? You never do.
Never.
You're like, well, this is my last one, but I wanted that.
I'm gonna take a risk.
Some people do, maybe, I don't know. But majority of the time, you don't. Whatever you buy, you buy the level of what you buy with the confidence of what you have. So for me to come into a room and say, so for me to even put into a contract, for me to even tell you that you're gonna get a 10-year, $90-something million contract, I have money confidence that does not care. I'm bringing in that much money that I do not care. I'm bringing in that much money that I could pay you off twice, and it's never gonna touch my bottom line. Like, it's never gonna. Like, that's how much confidence it is.
Money, confidence.
It's money confidence, bro. I got that much money confidence.
That's
a
the
nerve.
green part right there.
That sound
Money,
like
confidence.
that sound like a
Well, that was-
episode title right there.
That was a deep quote right there. Boy.
Money confidence,
Money
bro.
confidence.
Yeah, if you got the nerve to do that, bro. 17 million. I just want 17 million for you to leave.
To
Right.
leave.
Get out of
What
here.
do?
Yeah,
What time?
I don't want to get into it again, but the NCAA is on a whole nother level of money
Yeah.
that we'll never know because they don't have to report
They don't have
like
to report.
companies
Because-
and tax receipts and all this, like what you can get in public records and all that. You never see that they are dealing with an amount of money that is unimaginable. And they do not care. They act like they care. Some of these ADs and programs act like they care because they're thinking about, stats for their program and keeping their job or whatever. Trust me. They dealing with that much money, bro.
That's why they
do
wasn't shook.
not
That's why they
care.
wasn't shook when the NIL got passed. They wasn't shook about that. They wasn't shook at all because they knew y'all not touching y'all not touching our pot.
Right.
Y'all not touching our pockets over here. And that's why they wouldn't. That's why they haven't done anything. Everybody keep their money in. They probably need to rein this in. For what?
So the way the NCAA set up right now, and the way NIL set up, and the way the conference is going, they talking about it might not be no more NCAA in about 5-6 years, right? So are we going to see the reports then of how much each one of these schools are actually really making? Because then now they're going to be state institutions that have to put it on paperwork.
And we'll be able to find it.
We'll be
And
able to
I
find it.
know reporters for sure will begin to look for stuff like that. You know what I'm
Because you
saying?
can put in a request
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
reporter,
Right.
and
Freedom
they have
of
to tell you.
information.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have to tell you.
Well, we saw this as well. That the playoffs are expanding. I believe
12
2026.
Yeah,
I believe.
2026.
Expanding to 12 teams. How we feeling? Like,
I'm for it, but I also feel like it should go to a complete playoff system. Why is college football the only sport?
Division One.
Nah. Period. In every from Little League, I don't care if you on Little League track team, you still have to go to the playoffs. You still have to go to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
I don't care what you play.
Yeah.
College football is the only sport entity that doesn't have a true playoff. From high school, park ball, professional.
When you say true playoffs, so you're saying what you're saying. So explain to me what a true playoff
Because Division
would
Two
be.
had
Division two, they have like 32 teams
They
in
should,
Division
right,
two.
They do a 32
Football.
team. Yeah. They go from late November to January.
They're playing 4 right now, and then they're going to 12, and we supposed to be okay with that?
How many teams in FCS, like with South Dakota State?
It's less than what's in the Division 1. Division 1 got like 100 and something.
Okay. No, I'm talking about like the
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs, yeah.
32.
32. Okay.
Yeah,
32.
they go from 32 to a champion between like late November and early January.
Same thing in high school. Same thing in playground. Same thing in the NFL. College football is the only one that doesn't have a true playoff.
Right.
Yeah, and it would eliminate all your problems for strength of schedules and all that stuff too, because we always had that conversation at the end when you're trying to pick 4 teams, you know, to get in, especially if it's a bunch of one-loss teams. You know what I'm saying? We hadn't really had since we did the playoffs, we hadn't really had a bad situation like that yet. But we've had some in the years past.
Yeah, we have.
You know what I'm saying? And but that would kill it.
Yeah.
Just let them go play.
So
let them go play.
And honestly, I think nowadays they need to eliminate bowl games at this point.
Well, I think they're going
because it's not. I know because of the money part.
Yeah, the money is the money.
But at the same
agree,
time,
though.
but how much money are you really? I mean, I know like TV deals and stuff, but like it's become to the point where like it's really irrelevant. Like bowl games are.
But Will just said we don't know. We can't see the book. We don't know how much they
You
pay.
don't know how much they make
You
in
don't know how much
advertising.
they're making off of it.
Because I mean, honestly, how many like back in the day, like you watch bowl games, like you really did.
Yeah.
But now like
They meant something.
It meant something. So now like if you're not we don't interested in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
And if the Rose Bowl not in the playoffs, whatever, if they're
Right.
not
Don't
winning
care about the Rose Bowl at
yeah,
all.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
how, are we really watching the Buffalo Popeyes Chicken Bowl?
Nope.
Come on,
Not
man.
watching it.
We're not
Not
watching,
watching
it.
it.
So
Not
how do
watching
they get
it
these
at all.
ratings? Like that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm saying. Something. I just think eventually they're gonna dissolve because nobody's watching these games, and then kids are sitting out.
Yeah.
Like the top players. Like if you're not
Right.
going to the playoffs, they're gonna sit out.
Right.
I think that's one of the main reasons they probably expanded it too, because of players sitting out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean, once you get top players sitting out of like it might not be like the Peach Bowl. Peach Bowl is a good bowl, but it wasn't.
I know.
It ain't a part of the.
That's what I'm saying.
It ain't part of
Another way where all
part
bowl
of the
games,
playoff.
the bowl games could make money. They could do like I think the Sugar Bowl and New Orleans missed out this weekend by only having 1 game. If you look in Atlanta, they had 2 games.
2 games.
This weekend. Why y'all don't have 3 games as the Sugar Bowl? You should have a game on Saturday morning. You should have a game on Sunday night, and then you should have a game on Monday morning also, because everybody off anyway.
For Labor Day.
So I feel like some of these bowl games, they really not. They make so much money already. They're not trying to make no more money. They okay.
So you saying instead of having your sponsorship at the end of the year, sponsor something at the beginning of the
at
year.
the beginning of the year, and then you make actually making more money because now you're getting 6 full teams coming in. Then you're getting 6 fan bases coming in instead of depending on 2 coming in at the end of the year.
Let me ask you this. Like I always thought about this. Like when somebody sponsors a bowl game, like especially a bowl game that doesn't have great competition, and who would sponsor it, you paying a lot of money to sponsor it. What do you think the return of investment for a lot of these companies? Like, is it worth it? You think? Like as far as
I've always wondered about.
I did too,
I've
but-
wondered about it because I don't know how much money it actually makes because how much money it actually takes
To sponsor.
Because I don't know if I ain't gonna name them, but a certain company that sponsors like hunting equipment in this state was supposed to sponsor a bowl game up north in this state and never paid any money for it. They just attached their names to it.
Okay.
They played the game. They had their name all over it. They showed commercials. People ain't never paid no money for it.
Got them.
Got them. So I don't know how rigorous it is. I guess it depends on which bowl you dealing with, and who's the committee behind it. As to who it is,
like
how much money it's gonna take.
How much
Like Rose Bowl, that's a whole different animal. You probably we're gonna need that up front.
Like the Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Yeah.
Already paying you in chicken sandwiches.
Well, it's so funny.
No, I'm serious.
Paying you in a-
No, that's all we
12
have.
count,
I'm
huh?
serious. Chicken sandwiches. That's all you ate.
Polynesian sauce.
A lot of times with advertising and marketing with a lot of these big companies, it's almost Polynesian sauce. You mean
Go ahead, Macho, because you about to say something real profound. I could tell. You about to say something real profound, and we just messing it up.
No, with the
And a cow mascot.
with the cow mascot
That's it.
for chicken.
For chicken.
Genius.
Like they got a Chick-fil-A in the Atlanta stadium, but they play on Sundays.
Yeah, like that makes no sense.
Don't make no sense.
Who wrote this deal?
We open every day.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Who
how
wrote this
yeah,
deal?
go ahead, bro.
But what I found out is so in marketing with advertisement, it is not as direct. The return on interest is not investment is not as direct as money. If you get what I'm saying, sometimes you can't trace it. You might trace it for a particular campaign. You know, you might see spikes in the numbers if they do a campaign with a bunch of commercials, the same kind of commercials, or they can see the ratings for a commercial or whatever. But with those type of things, it's almost like it's a Caesar Superdome now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus Mercedes-Benz, right?
All right.
Like that's still the same type of advertising. Whatever, all the arenas have a certain name. It's not that you see, you know, Caesars and be like, oh man, Caesar Superdome, I gotta go gamble. I'm going to, you know, Caesar's Palace. And it's not necessarily that, but in the back of your mind, you know Caesars. Yeah. Like it's really a mind game. So these
it's more about the app now.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Betting
right.
now, which is now legal.
You get it? You get it? So now it's not that you see Caesar Superdome, but then you go straight and bet. But like, do you? You know what I'm saying? It's a mind thing. So they're really paying for your mind. They're not paying for your money.
That's true, bro.
They're not swapping money with you. Yeah. So when you see the Capital One, whatever, the Chick-fil-A, whatever, or the whatever bowl game, whatever, they're not trying to make their sales go up. These are multi-billion-dollar companies already. This is extra money that they got. They got extra money to throw out. I learned this with marketing with music. They would throw out, they talking about somebody going platinum, but they throw out a ridiculous amount of money before, and they just throw it because they got it. Because the music labels were owned by somebody that owned the oil company. See, people didn't know that stuff. Yeah. They were owned by somebody else that had these companies have no interest in football. The only interest they got in football is that they got thousands of people in the stands every week for how many weeks of the football season? Y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah. The NFL, you got thousands of people in the stands and millions of people watching every week. It's a captive audience. So for me, I just want my commercial to be in the mix. People that buy Super Bowl commercials, they're not looking for a direct return. They in your head. They're buying mental currency.
That makes sense.
So that's why the bowl games, you go look at the teams, you'll never see nobody that's up and coming sponsoring the bowl game because they ain't got their money to waste.
That's true.
They're not established already. Whenever you see somebody's name on an arena, you know what I'm saying, on a bowl game, or they wearing on somebody's jersey, somebody like the NBA, the teams, the jersey, the name. Some of the teams you ain't never heard of before. Some of the companies you ain't never heard of before. These are billion-dollar companies. Yeah. That all they trying to do is get you to see that name right there, just a little bit. They ain't trying to yell at you. See that name because they know how our brain works. And the next time you see it somewhere else, it's the key to marketing. Yeah. Next time you see it somewhere else, you think you're familiar with it.
And they get you thinking. I'm not a gambler, right? But every time I see these gambling apps, right, like it has me thinking like what is this? Should I take I don't know what the terminology like the 3.5 and all that stuff. Like it really had me thinking like, should I? You know, I'm like researching what am I doing?
And watch this. And if you're gonna gamble, let's say one day you decide, you know what, I want to try it. Right. What the hell, I'm gonna try it. Right? You're gonna pick the one that you feel most familiar with. Yep. And the one you feel most familiar with is which one? The one you didn't heard the most.
That's true.
Now, if you're a Saints fan and you be at the game every time, Caesar's gonna be the one for you.
Content is king.
You get what I'm saying? Content is king. If you watching such and such podcast and they used to sponsor them for a minute, you're gonna look at DraftKings or something like that because it's just they're buying mental real estate.
That makes sense.
That's all they're doing.
That is true.
Shout out to
that's all they're doing.
If you haven't seen it, a good movie that goes a lot with the points that Montreal was just making. If you ever seen the movie Focus?
Absolutely, 100%.
If you watch the movie Focus, a lot of it will crystallize, what was being said just now.
Shot in New Orleans also.
Yep,
shot
absolutely.
in New Orleans also. Yeah, so major part of the movie was also shot in New Orleans.
Was good.
Right. Yeah. So that becomes the concept of it all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's just they're buying. So that's probably why they'll never get rid of bowl games. They don't have to. The bowl game is not about what we feel. Yeah. Like there's a lot of nostalgia that goes with bowl games to me. I don't know about y'all. I mean the weather, the time of year. Certain ones they play on New Year's. Certain ones they play on
Christmas.
Like it's like we ain't never seen a good football game on Thanksgiving in the NFL because it's been Detroit and somebody else every year.
And the Cowboys and somebody else.
But for some reason. We be up for the game. We ready to go eat on Thanksgiving, and then we ready to go sit there and go to sleep on the game. You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Yep.
But it's something that goes with it that's a nostalgia to us. They've touched our souls, man. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's a nostalgia for us now.
They mastered it.
Absolutely. So now you're familiar with whatever they putting out there.
As we talk about opening weekend in NCAA, the backyard brawl, the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Pitt Panthers. Very good game, very hotly contested game. A lot of hard hitting,
pads.
They was bringing it, man. They was bringing it. Two former USC quarterbacks, since they didn't no longer have a job at USC, or were starting for both opposing teams. So one of the starters and one of the backers were facing each other. But I'm talking about the stadium and the fans and their preparedness to host a game. The fans in this stadium, and I'm sorry, I still call it Heinz Field. I know they another sponsor now. I cannot remember the name.
Go for it.
Speaking of mental real estate, they have not done a good job with that one. At least in this mine, they drunk the stadium dry, which is they ran out of alcohol in the stadium.
Wait, hold on. Where is this?
Pittsburgh,
Pennsylvania. The Pittsburgh Steelers, the Steelers professional stadium.
They ran out of alcohol?
Ran out of alcohol.
During a college game.
During a college game. They drunk the stadium dry. Between
what?
Amazing accomplishment. I've heard it happen a couple of times. When our local school went out and played Vanderbilt, they did it there. But that was, that's a college stadium. That's more. But you drinking a professional stadium dry of alcohol. That is astounding.
Is it because they didn't have enough? I guess they clearly didn't have enough, but it's because they didn't have, or they were drinking extra, like more than normal.
Well, the stories that I've read that come out of it, I believe the Wi-Fi went out in the stadium, so they were giving it away for free.
Because of the Wi-Fi.
Because of the Wi-Fi.
Say, bro,
what does the Wi-Fi have to do with alcohol?
Because now all the stadiums have to provide you with Wi-Fi now. That's part of your ticket.
It's part of
it's part of your experience, what they call it.
Well, this is why. What you were just talking about.
Right.
The bet.
So you can be able to bet.
During the game.
So they provide the Wi-Fi for you. They give you the gateway to get there.
This is, this is becoming.
That's where all the 5G towers at. Nobody paid attention to that like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
The first 5G towers that went out
all
went in the stadiums.
They're trying to get to your pocket.
That's why Verizon is on every football commercial.
Exactly.
It's business, man. This is business.
It's not even like.
Yeah, this can go that way real quick.
It can.
Yeah, because it's real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Start unveiling them. You start seeing what's going on. What are we really doing?
That's crazy.
It ain't about football.
No more. It's
not at all.
It's not about football.
It's not about football no more at all.
Which is why, for me, we talk about this every week. To me, and Will made a great point last week that the schools should play the NIL. To me, To me, there should be no problem with paying athletes now, because it's not about football. It's not about football. It's not about all the stuff y'all saying about the integrity or whatever. No, y'all out here advertising. Even the brand of pick the school. We just named 5 or 6, 7 different schools. That's a brand. They're advertising. Like, you realize that every time they run out on that field, they're advertising for a student to go to their school. What school y'all wanted to go to when y'all was younger?
Florida State.
You wanted to go to Florida State. What we talking about? Why you want to go to Florida State? You didn't want to go to Florida State for no educational reason. You don't know what they major. You don't know what their strong suit is. All you knew is you like them colors.
I like that war team.
That's
the only reason I wanted to go.
You like the arrowhead on the helmet. That's all you like.
And it was laying people out.
I want to
That's it.
I want to wear my jersey. I want my jersey. That's the only reason I want to go.
Remember poke them the linebacker?
So you understand?
Peter Warwick?
Yeah, it's advertising. Everything is advertising. The colors, it's all advertising. Why you think we can't wear why the players couldn't wear like an LSU? They can wear purple and gold, but not LSU the name on there. Yeah, that's branding, partner.
That's true.
Yeah, it's all branding, bro.
Yeah.
So why? So now this whole thing about like these fans and stuff, like don't take it so serious.
So.
But hold on, no.
Well,
you're not gonna be able to do it.
It's a cesspool out here.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do it.
It's a fan cesspool
You're not
right
gonna
now.
be able to give it, because that cesspool is the reason for the generating the fund.
Right. That's true. So it's hand in hand. It's a dog. Is the dog wagging the tail or the tail wagging the dog?
Good question.
So like which one? And like when you talking about like the TV deals, like what are we actually like? We're all in agreement. These players should be getting paid. NIL from the school, whatever way is gonna happen, they should be getting paid, right? But like now that we're looking at it, like it's almost like what am I actually watching now on Saturdays? Like, am I watching Fox and CBS going at it? Mm-hmm. Right.
That's exactly what it is.
Because that's what I'm watching now. Like, am I watching
Fox, CBS, and Disney?
Exactly. So like
that's the three companies.
And like, so what am I watching? Like, am I watching my favorite
one?
Am I watching my favorite? Am I watching Michigan, Ohio State, or am I watching Fox getting the big ratings deal on this day, and now Bama and Florida about to go at it on.
And when you see that a lot. When the playoff rankings come out.
Exactly.
Because depending on what network got the highest ranked team, the other network going to use the other ranking.
Yep.
They don't care about that playoff ranking. They're going to use
coaches,
the AP, their coaches or the AP one, or they're going to use the playoff ranking. They whichever one boosts theirs so they could get more advertising dollars from everybody else.
Absolutely.
So, and that's why I'm like, am I cheering for my team or am I cheering for this local lawyer to be able to slide somebody some money so we can have a better quarterback? What am I?
In our local area, y'all know who we see on all the billboards.
Right.
Now, before he was on there was another dude on there that we saw all the time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. You just knew the name. So if you got in that type of accident, you knew you felt more familiar. Because you saw it so much. Yeah, the same thing. You saw it so much that you just felt more familiar. And so that's really what's going on. And they're using, it depends on where you at and how you're thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they're using. Now, if once again, we're talking about if a school is signing, if a conference is signing billions of dollars worth of TV deals, how much can they pay the students, right? Think about you having the nerve, the money, confidence, to tell a conference, we'll do a deal with you for $8 billion.
Yeah.
We're going to pay you $8 billion.
Yes, to broadcast your
How much are y'all about to make?
Yeah.
That becomes the question, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And so
50 billion.
And that's
50 billion.
Yeah,
and that's my thing. Like,
there's no shortage.
it shouldn't stop. I'm glad but like, is it gonna get to a point where you got a consensus number one prospect in the nation and CBS gonna go holler at him and be like, hey, you need to come to the Big Ten?
It should be like that. It should
It
be
should
like
be.
that. That's because that's where the
Based on
real
negotiations.
advertising dollars.
That's the entertainment.
That's the entertainment. That's the real NIL. That's what NIL really should be doing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're gonna broadcast 6 of your primetime games on this network. You're gonna be able to profit more in NIL if you come to one of these 14 schools. You could go to Fox and you can go on your own.
This is free enterprise.
But y'all do realize like you already prophesizing because don't think for 1 second that's not where it's going.
Yeah.
Like while we're sitting talking about this, they already know like 3 years down the road they're going to this. Just like the playoffs, like all this uproar about they need to expand the playoffs. Just like iPhone already got iPhone 30 already in place.
That's for us.
It's for us. Like the playoffs, they been knew they were going to expand to 12
That's for
teams.
us. Yeah.
They've been know they're going to go to 16, then they're going to 24, they're going to go to 32, and eventually it's going to be like y'all said, AFC versus NFC, like NFL is AFC, NFC. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same thing. So they already had this stuff in the works anyway. Like you're gonna get to a point. 3 years from now, we're gonna pull this clip back up when Dante and Will and Montreal's talking about CBS to start.
Absolutely.
Paying, that's
Evergreen.
what's gonna happen.
Evergreen.
Fox is gonna be paying it. Whoever Disney Plus is gonna be paying it. Netflix.
Amazon.
I don't know who gonna be doing it.
So how
Amazon coming in
y'all
wild,
feel
boy.
the fans are handling the first week of college football? How do y'all feel?
As they usually do.
As usual. Yeah, I think.
Or is it heightened more because of NIL? How y'all feel about what the fans?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. It is heightened more because now the people who were against NIL, right, it's like they shouldn't get paid. They're making an excuse now. If a player is not performing well, if a team is not performing well, their excuse is they're focused on NIL, right? And then so they go. They're already nuts anyway, but now it's
already nuts.
Yeah, already nuts. But now it's elevated because they think that their attention and their focus is not on the game. They're distracted. At the same time, though, no, is it right for fans to act the way they do to like 18, 19-year-old kids Absolutely not. It's not. But when you sign a scholarship, a lot comes with it. You know a lot comes with it. So it's give and take. So now it's one of those things, okay, you know, just like a professional athlete signs a big contract, what's going to come with that? A lot of scrutiny, a lot of pressure. So, you know, it's give and take. At the same time, I just think, for me, I feel like if a kid does get, you know, attacked and talked about, it's not right at all. It's not. Go get a life. Like, literally, go get a life. But at the same time, as a kid, that's what comes with it. And it's going to build character, I think.
I mean, that's what we got to, like, fan show for fanatic. Like,
they are.
This is my life. What you talking about? It's the fall.
Yeah.
South Louisiana. What you think my life is?
I've been waiting on this.
Like that, like straight up. Like
We only get 12 of these a year.
we only
That's
get
it.
right. I only get 12 of these a year, dog.
You're not going to hear from them when the season over with.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I think too. Once again, we talked about them being professional athletes now.
Yeah.
So that's just what comes along with it. 18, 17, to me, because, you know, if you're 17, you commit a crime, what's going to happen?
Going to jail.
Like a man, huh?
You're adult. Yeah.
So now do I think that those are the conversations that need to be had? Your skin need to be tougher. And I think sometimes they do know that. You need to get prepared for more, you know, criticism. You know what I'm saying? More people to call you certain things. More people, you know, like they were talking about some of the players on certain teams took their school name down because they were getting death threats and different things like that, right? Which the death threat in any level is too far.
Yeah.
It's like y'all go get a life instead of trying to
right.
you know, threaten somebody else.
Right.
But for the most, it's a professional athlete. Like you're professional now. You know what I'm saying? And so, well, even though we see teenager, we see 18 and 19, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the conversation that needs to be had with some of them. I don't like none of that fan stuff. Like you say, fanatic. I don't like none of that. You know what I'm saying? When it goes too far. We got certain things to say about people. You know what I'm saying? When certain things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's never to the point to where we're challenging, you know what I'm saying, their livelihood or you know what I'm saying?
Man, I ain't with none of that.
But I just think, you know, I think that's another thing that we have to think about when talking about the NIL. It's just gonna come with it.
It is.
I think the biggest thing is,
If we paying you, you gotta perform.
and that's cool.
If you weren't
that's
paying,
cool.
you got to perform.
But that ain't the way NIL set up.
not.
It's,
At
it's a
all.
non-pay for play.
Exactly.
It's a paid for endorsement
It's
deal.
paid for endorsement.
So
I can't wear my jersey in a commercial.
yeah. So
I'm not here to promote my school in this commercial.
It's myself.
I'm promoting myself in this
Yeah,
commercial.
I think it's
because
good.
you're paying me.
I think it's
the
good that
check
you
is
say
gonna
that.
have my name on it.
Absolutely.
it ain't paid for play, man.
Right. The check is not going to the school and the school is paying me. No, the check is coming straight to me, direct deposit, however it comes. You know? So I'm here promoting myself. This is why you want you to promote your brand. That's the term everybody kicking around right now. You got to build your brand.
And nothing wrong with that, man.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
But fans take it too far, and I want to say that the fans, they're not really fans.
No.
Like they living
No.
mentally like they the player. Like I would have made that play. No, you wouldn't have
No,
never
you
made that
wouldn't
play. You wouldn't have never did none of that.
You wouldn't have made it through practice.
So stop acting like
Right.
you coming off as I would have did this, I would have did that, when half of y'all ain't even playing JV.
Right.
So straight up,
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
straight up, like it's 100,000 cats in all these stadiums. I can guarantee you, 90,000 of them ain't played no high school football,
No.
let alone college. So stop it, bro. Y'all don't want to fight. Y'all ain't gonna.
You don't.
These dudes are really working out every day. Stop threatening them, man. Because what that's getting anybody? They ain't getting us nowhere. This is making you look crazy on the internet. You're probably gonna lose your job because as soon as somebody reports you that knows somebody higher up, you're gonna lose your job because you reporting you getting aggressive with a teenager.
Right.
That don't make no sense.
I think
man.
it's good. I think it's important that you said how you said it's not pay for play because I don't think people understand the NIL. I think even those fans that sometimes may go overboard like that, I don't think they understand. I don't think they collect. And now you're making me think of something too, who's really like maybe benefiting and just like scapegoat out of all of it is those companies. Like they don't have to win or lose. You know what I'm saying? It's like
they doing the same thing you was just mentioning. They getting mental real estate.
and mental real estate. Right.
That's true.
Right. Right.
Now, and again, when you saying the we are not paying you. That business is paying you.
but I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Why they feel like
my ticket sales and my concession stands are going to you. Like I'm not paying you, so why am I so upset?
It don't even matter because they want to be the player. They want to be the player.
Yeah, that's true.
They live vicariously through them.
Living their life through the
so
players.
jealousy is the core of all this.
That too. Like Will said, I think they wish they were in that position. They wish they had that ability to do that.
They don't have it.
And they don't have it.
Hey, bro, they
get your butt up at 6 o'clock in the morning like he did.
Sport.
Nah, they just went to college regular.
Yes.
Exactly.
They slept in.
Exactly.
Barely made it on
Get drunk on
sports.
Saturday. Not wake up till Monday.
It's crazy.
Go to the tailgate, not the game.
Exactly.
Wow.
Bingo.
You know.
But like you said, Montreal brings him back to the point. Like he's, multi-million-dollar organizations, these football programs, like we can sit here and talk about like stop threatening them, but we know like you can't. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it regardless.
Yeah.
But
do it in your real name.
Yeah.
If you're really about that life, stop making these fake accounts.
They ain't gonna
do it in your real name.
Yeah, TikTok.
Pull up.
TikTok. They ain't gonna do that. But like these organizations, like
Pull up.
like you said, they need to have pull up to the pull up. They need to have something in place to prepare these kids for this. Like prepare them. Like look, this was gonna come to territory. Like this is gonna happen, and because it's been happening for years.
Right.
And so now nobody ever really addressed that.
Right.
At all. Like it's been happening for years. So now on top of NIL. Right, it's going to happen even worse. So, why not prepare these kids for this?
Come on, DBF.
I think a lot of what
you know what I'm saying.
I think a lot of what tried to help curtail some of this is, if I'm not mistaken, like most of these major Division I athletes, they either get verified either in high school if they recognize early, or whenever they actually do sign and arrive on campus, like they verify their account. So now you can at least curtail some of this yourself. Like you got to do, so probably going to be a lot of work depending on how much star power you got.
Right.
How bad your game was.
Or how bad you ended up playing that game.
Did you play?
You know what I'm saying? But, they tried, I think they actually tried to help curtail some of that.
But the school should help them out too, though.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, even when that happens, you don't hear a head coach, an athletic director, the person who's over the press and the media for the school. You never hear them say anything to the fans about that. Like, why y'all don't step up? But y'all call a player out in the media
Immediately.
Why y'all don't call the fans
for
out
a DUI
in the media?
That's true.
We ain't talking about the DUIs and none of that.
Immediately.
NFL, man. Let's go to NFL.
Yeah, let's talk about some actual professionals. Let's talk about some actual professionals.
Man, week 1 coming
Week
up.
1.
Hey, who's game one? Who's the game one on that?
The Rams
Tomorrow,
versus the
Bills
Bills.
and the Rams.
I heard somebody.
Defending champions.
I heard somebody on one of our popular shows, and they said that the Bills are the best team in the NFL, hands down. There's no question.
On paper.
They said
On paper, they pretty doggone good.
They said. I'm gonna tell you who it was. It was Greg Jennings. Greg Jennings was talking about the year that they was at Green Bay, him and Aaron Rodgers, and they lost to Arizona. And it was a nail bite, I think it was, one year in the playoff. They lost to Arizona, and they had a really good team. He said that stuck with them so much that year, and that just sat with them so much that they came back the next year and won it. And he's saying he think the same thing gonna happen because y'all know the game we saw last year with the Bills and the Chiefs. I mean, if the rules were different, they might have came out different with the possessions at the end of the game.
Right.
But like they're saying that he's saying that's gonna feed them so much that they're coming back with it. They're coming back with that energy.
I don't know. To me, man, I can't. Yeah, where they playing at in Buffalo, that bad weather. Like that's hard getting up every day going in that weather like that, and then might have to travel south for a game, and then might have a playoff game in the weather. You never know how the conditions gonna be. I mean, until they do it, I can't see it. I'm riding with Kansas City this year in the AFC. I ain't riding with the Bills this year. Okay. Like Juju Smith over there.
Yeah.
So I like the Bills. I like the way they play defense. The defensive coordinator he was the defensive coordinator with the Panthers. He's the head coach now. Right. So I like the way they brand the football. I like the way they run the ball. The quarterback, amazing. I can't believe it until I see it.
Right.
I
don't trust them.
That's I gotta see it.
When you bring up the weather, all I'm saying is, quarterback went to college in Wyoming. So he ain't gonna be too foreign to bad weather games.
But they running backs from South Florida.
I know, but the people he throwing to
That's
South
so
Florida.
yeah,
like
everybody never experienced that.
But yeah, man. I mean, around the league, man. Let's go, man. We here now. We won.
Yeah.
Let's go around. Let's go. Let's start where we at, man. NFC South.
NFC South.
We got those Saints, the Falcons.
I'm pulling for
Bucks,
Jameis, man. I want Jameis to
the
win
Panthers.
the division, man. The other the Falcons and the Panthers, they co.
Saints, Falcons, Panthers, and that's it. And then
Bucks.
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 And the Bucks. Tom Brady. Young Brady, them. But I want Jameis to win. I don't trust either coaching staff, Bucks or the Saints. But I like the Saints roster more than I like the Bucks roster.
I like the Saints roster more, but they got 12 over there.
Right now, the Saints are a lot more healthier than the Bucks, especially at the offensive line.
Hey, but they got 12 over there.
That's true too.
That's true.
Anytime you got 12, y'all know we talk about it. They got 12
I'm
over
just
there.
saying, if Jameis don't do it this year, when he gonna do it?
Yeah.
This is his year. You're right.
This is year.
This is the year to
If he
do it.
don't
In
do
this
it-
division, 12 came back. This is the year to do it. Atlanta got who the Atlanta quarterback this year?
Mariota.
Are you
That
serious?
other kid from Cincinnati.
no,
Mariota starting though.
Marcus
Mariota
Mariota.
started, and then they drafted the kid from Cincinnati, Ritter.
Are y'all serious?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
dead serious.
Mariota starting in Atlanta.
They in trouble.
Okay, so we don't worry about them. And the Panthers, who what Baker?
Baker Mayfield.
And they got the other guy. You ain't got to worry about you.
Okay, so this is the you got to be 12. It's 12.
That's it.
This is
Yeah,
gonna be
12.
Jameis is 12. So
And-
this is a good year for Jameis.
And the Saints always beat the Panthers. I mean, the Saints always beat the Bucks.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Always.
In
If
season.
Jameis don't win it this year, he ain't
This
winning.
season
Gotta
got to
beat
beat
them in
him.
the
Got to beat him
playoffs.
when it count, huh?
Now that's what 12 coming in.
That's what 12 show up.
That's 12.
That's what 12 show up.
man.
I think on paper the Saints do look good. What I'm interested in seeing is now you got so many offensive weapons. How does somebody like Mike Thomas deal with that? Because
he about to
Chris
be.
Olave,
you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
how does he deal with that? And, okay, I'm not gonna be getting the ball like I want to. I think I should be because you got Kamara has to get his touches. Then you got Jarvis Landry who has been consistently great through the league. Right, third down possession.
Right.
Olave, the deep threat.
Right.
So what you gonna? I mean, so now you really gotta be unselfish now to make sure that they successful and they can win football games. Because look, you ain't gonna be getting the slant routes every play like you did from Drew Brees.
Round Mike.
No.
Oh man.
No, he
Slant route Mike.
gonna have to. I think he's gonna have to adjust route running wise. Like you're gonna have to play that true outside.
See, that's what's
How tall is he?
six.
Like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, he kind of big,
He
but
a big dude.
But his best routes is the same routes that Job is better than him at though.
Yeah.
Like
You
the
can't
digs,
run
the
him.
slants, the crosses. And Jarvis get better separation.
He does.
Because
Like,
Jarvis is
it's-
more of a slot receiver
He's
than
more,
he is.
it's no knock on Mike. Mike is top 20 wide receiver. I ain't
Yeah.
So
get 20
you
wide
saying
receiver.
Mike should be a deep threat? Is that what y'all saying?
Because he should be able to go up and
He
get
should
the
be able
ball
to get
better.
the ball.
He should be able to go up and get it over people. But
I'm not saying he's gonna be
I
Randy.
don't know because I don't know the quarterback situation
Right.
with Breeze arm or whatever. So I can't say that he didn't do it.
Right.
Right.
Jameis is in a perfect position.
Yeah.
Jameis is in a perfect position.
So you know
man.
you can throw that deep ball.
And Mike got to get healthy, man. I worry
Yeah.
about Mike and stats and all that.
Yeah.
Be
Right.
healthy by week 8.
Yeah, right,
If
right,
you
right.
healthy by week 8, I think he'll be all right.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're saying. So what we saying? What we saying? Come out division Saints. Everybody say what we saying.
Something New Orleans.
I'm saying
I'm taking the Saints.
I want the Saints. 'Cause
You got 12?
I got 12.
I got the Saints.
I got the
I
Saints.
can't get past 12.
I got the Saints.
I agree.
All right. So AFC South. We got the Texans. We got the,
Shout out Derek Stingley.
We got the Colts. All right. We
They
got
solid,
the
too.
Tennessee Titans
And the Jags.
and the Jags.
Tennessee coming out of there.
Lawrence.
Tennessee coming out of there hands down.
They come out every year.
They coming out of there hands down.
But they play physical football.
Physical football.
Yeah, the Colts. Don't sleep on the Colts though.
We're gonna.
I like
see
the
what
wide
Colts.
receiver.
We're gonna see with Matt Ryan.
Yeah, don't sleep on the Colts.
Yeah, we
Got a nice
it's
running
gonna-
back over there, Jonathan Taylor.
It's gonna be interesting.
Playing inside.
I like the linebacker.
Yeah. Derek Leonard.
There's Leonard, South
Yeah.
Carolina
Who the
State.
quarterback is?
Matt Ryan.
Matt
That's
Ryan.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why he? Never mind.
Never mind.
Matty Ice.
Titans.
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 I got Titans. Y'all got Titans. Who y'all got? Who you got, Doug?
I don't know, bro.
Pull it for Matty Ice then. Go ahead.
Why it looks so difficult for him
Yeah.
right now?
Because I'm just thinking about.
Man,
I'm just thinking about man.
Derrick Henry gonna get them boys the business. As usual.
As usual. As usual.
Shout out to my dude Zach, man, out there in Nashville. He watched the pod all
I'm
the
gonna
time.
go Naptown, Indianapolis.
Okay.
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 All right.
Naptown. Shout out Darius Leonard, downhill daddy.
All right.
All right. Let's go AFC North.
Call it.
That's the black and blue division.
Name them because now
Ravens.
Ravens,
Bengals,
Bengals,
Steelers,
and the Browns.
Well,
Did the Steelers decide on the
I ain't
quarterback?
worried about the Browns.
Trubisky.
Until the Browns
Right.
up.
Who?
Trubisky.
Who? Mitch Trubisky, they quarterback?
Mitch Biscuits.
Come on, Lamar. This Lamar hands down. Mitch Trubisky
Yeah,
is
I think
Mike Tomlin went with Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, dude.
I love Mike Tomlin. Don't do that to me, Tony. Come on.
y'all
Man,
You know what?
is it gonna be him or Pickett?
And Mike Tomlin's still gonna win 9 games.
Pittsburgh.
Watch.
Yeah,
I
Absolutely.
would have went with Pickett.
I think
Absolutely.
I think all the fans want him to go with Pickett.
You have to go with Pickett.
I think if Trubisky come out there and choke it up, I don't think it's gonna be a long leash.
Oh,
I
man.
don't think it's a long leash for him.
Mike gonna be back in movies again, man.
I think it's one of those things. It's one of those things where I think you had to start Trubisky. So if you start Trubisky and he starts
You can
thinking
pull
it
him.
up, you can pull him, put old boy in.
Because if
and
you
he
got
all the
Pickett,
great-
you can't take Pickett off the field if you start with him.
right, and Pickett got all the grace in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's got
Yeah.
the grace in the world.
The fans will be more patient with
They'll be
him.
more patient
And no
with him.
Juju.
Yeah.
Yeah,
who-
man. Lamar,
no,
I mean, you got
running that
Deontay.
thing.
You got Deontay out there,
Hey,
the
y'all,
wide
I know-
receiver.
hey, y'all.
So who y'all
You
got
got,
him in
Hey
fantasy?
y'all,
Ravens.
I feel.
Chase Claypool.
Listen, I'm a Lamar fan. I want Lamar to get everything he deserves. He need to get all that money. They need to pay that man. They need to do all that, right? I want Lamar to win one, all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel about JB like I feel about 12.
Mm-hmm.
I feel about JB like I feel about TB. I said it last year. Do I need to make another quotable? I'm just letting y'all know now. Joe Burrow, man, I ain't counting them boys out, bro. And they another one that, old boy was talking about the Bills.
Close. One
They
play
another
away.
one that got more stink.
Literally one play.
You literally one play. You literally one chip block
Right.
away.
From hitting
From
a
winning
wide
that
open wide receiver.
You understand what I'm saying? And I hated the way that game was called,
Yeah.
coaching wise. Y'all know we talked about that.
Yeah,
We
it was-
talking about- it was horrible. So
All right, so you and Bengals.
Who you going with?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I think it's been a minute for Mike Tomlin. And I think he can overcome a bad quarterback.
And win the division?
I think his coaching can overcome a bad quarterback on his own team.
yeah, Najee over there.
Even I believe between Najee Harris,
Najee.
I believe in like Claypool. Like Claypool can catch a bad ball
Yeah, shout out to my fantasy team, Claypool.
because I saw what he did with Roethlisberger for the last 2.5 seasons.
Whatever he did at Notre Dame too, because you don't know who the
Exactly.
quarterback was at
Exactly.
Notre Dame.
Ian Book, who just got cut.
He deserved. Never mind.
So I'm gonna go with my pops team, the Steelers.
Steelers, all right.
That's my pops team. So I'm
So
gonna roll
we
with
got
it.
3 different ones so
For
far,
sure,
Doug.
for
You
sure.
on
All right, so Doug, what you got?
For sure. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow. Just because I think Joe Burrow has a different mentality right now, and the roster that they have, I think they got better on offensive
Yeah.
linemen. Bringing Lyle Collins
Brian
over.
Lau, yep.
Joe Mixon, the running back, is an absolute monster. The
Monster.
receiving core, you can arguably say one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
Them dudes are hungry. Like even just watching when they were on one of the podcasts, like Jamar Chase, just how intense, how serious them dudes are.
Absolutely.
Right. And then he's really about. He loves football.
Yeah.
Right. Take everything else away. Take the money away. Everything. That dude really loves football. When I saw Instagram, he's like doing hang cleans. Like in today's age, everybody doing different plyometric and stuff. Nah, let's hit this iron paradise. Let's clang and bang.
Right.
Hang cleans.
Yeah, it's them ball
so,
games.
so for my pick,
Yeah.
I'm going Cincinnati Bengals on the simple fact that Jamar Chase still hang clean almost 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see,
Yeah.
we were laughing.
West Bank in the building.
We were laughing about the other day too about how we'll never see Joe B on them commercials.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I see him on them Heisman commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, that's a different. We ain't see TB for a long time on them commercials.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just a thing, man. I don't know why I keep comparing
That's
to TB.
probably the
but-
best division in football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
No, hands down.
Division in football. The West,
AFC West.
Yeah.
So let's go there while we talk. While we
Who you
while we
got?
talk about-
Who you got? Who you pick?
Oh, you picked
the Ravens.
Pick the Ravens.
The Ravens.
Pick the Ravens.
Consistency.
Well,
Coach
you
Harbaugh.
better
Also contract year.
But you better hold Lamar play this year. He said he gave him a deadline. They got until this Friday.
But you know who his agent is, right?
Really? After this
Yeah,
Friday?
my pony's agent. So he gonna get a
So
deal. He gonna get a deal.
He gonna
His agent is himself.
He could
He's
extend the
getting it.
deadline if he wants to.
He's getting all the money. Give him all the money, man. Shout out Patrick Queen, man, on that defense too. Man.
Yes, sir. Shout out. Shout out.
Man. Patrick,
Shout out.
Yep.
AFC West.
AFC West, man. Chargers,
Good
Raiders,
team. Good team.
Chiefs, Broncos.
That's a division right there.
That's a tough division.
Division right there.
right,
Russell
no,
Wilson.
So you got Russell.
Money too.
You got Russell Wilson just got
He just got
paid.
that money.
Come on, name
For
them again.
10
Name
years.
again. Raiders, Chargers,
Raiders, Chargers,
Broncos,
and Chiefs. So you got Mahomes, you got Carr, you got Wilson, and you got the young killer out there,
He nice too,
Justin.
Nice. He nice.
He is nice, but when I tell you prototypical,
Man.
Yeah, well,
I ain't never seen a quarterback like that come from Oregon.
Yeah, well, Raiders are out for me because I don't believe in Carr.
okay. They got Devontae Adams though.
I don't believe in Carr.
They got Waller.
I don't believe in Carr.
Got Jacobs in the backfield.
I don't believe.
They say they're
in
going to
Carr.
a platoon system though, so I feel bad for Jacobs.
Yeah.
He ain't about to be
He
getting
ain't about to get that rock like he was. Yeah.
Devontae Adams is about to see what it's like to play with an Aaron Rodgers and then to not play with one.
He played with Carr in
He
college.
played with Carr in college.
Boy, y'all talking about college, man? What y'all talking about,
Fresno, man.
Man, get out of here, Fresno. Who they played? Man, get out of here, man. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Be
We
friends,
friends
man.
or whatever. Y'all gonna be friends. Y'all better. We gonna
And
see
them boys
what that's
almost
your
died together, man. Them boys is bosom buddies.
Hey, well, let them go ahead then. They go
They
ahead.
about to die in the season together for sure.
Yeah, they go ahead. And I once again, I don't trust. I just don't.
Okay.
I don't trust him. I just can't. When the look in his eyes at certain times, I can't trust him.
All right, so now you got Russ, you got Dangerous, and let's ride with the Broncos.
So are we all knocking out Vegas? I mean, we all knocking out the Raiders. So
I haven't got to my
Raiders?
pick. I haven't got to my
You
pick.
picking the Raiders?
Nah, I ain't picking no
Okay, you
Raiders.
picking the Raiders?
Too much crazy stuff
All
going
right, so
on in
we
Vegas.
the Raiders
man.
are the thing. So we talking
Yeah.
Broncos, Chiefs, and who else? And the Chargers.
Chargers.
I can't. Okay, go. Y'all go ahead and talk about it. I got Chiefs
Okay.
This for the division, right?
Division.
in the division.
I'm gonna say the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl, but they not winning the division.
Ooh.
The Chargers gonna win the division. Them boys is coming on defense. Them boys, the ends and outside linebackers.
James
Hey,
at
that's,
60.
hold on.
them
Will,
boys-
you might change my mind. Hold on.
Them
James
boys
at 60.
hunting. They hunting. Say, bro, that's a big dude too.
Oh, James is a big.
Florida State.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like he coming.
He about football
He
too.
bring that
And
head.
That's
that
it.
quarterback.
You might have me thinking, Will.
That's all
He just got paid too.
Yeah. And then they running backs are no nonsense.
Yeah.
They ain't shaking and baking. Hey,
Eckler.
yeah. Give
Eckler
me these
out the
4
backfield?
yards. Give me these 4 yards. I'm gonna turn these 4 yards into
changing
6.
my mind.
And then we're gonna play action y'all at that.
I changed my mind. I'm going Chargers too.
What Keenan Allen at?
I'm going Chargers too.
What Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen still with the Chargers? The Chargers winning that division.
I'm with Chargers too.
Got Williams outside on the other wide out too.
Who you
They got that little
Bud?
dude from New Orleans in the slot. Like
Nah.
they about that.
Huh?
He about that. Hey man, don't let my pick deter you though. You
No, it's not gonna.
Yeah,
It deterred me all the way 100%.
It's not going to deter me at all.
yeah, I love the Chiefs though.
Yeah,
The Chiefs going to.
It's not going to deter me at all. I'm not picking the Chargers for the simple fact that they always lose close games.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
We ain't talking about Phillip Rivers back then. Ain't got Phillip Rivers back there no more now.
No, man, nothing but love for them. Honestly, serious, nothing but love for them. They don't know how to win yet. And when I say they don't know how to win, like they always, on that tinkering right of winning a football game or coming close, but they don't know how to win yet. And so until they prove to me that they know how to win, then next year, this time around, we're doing a podcast, probably somewhere on the Mojave Coast. We probably have a sponsorship. If they give us $8 billion, I'm not going to pick the Chargers.
Call it.
I'm not going to pick the Chargers, so I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
I can't wait to replay
Chiefs.
this. Boy, we all do.
All right. So it's on me. I'm going to take the sleeper. I'm going with Let's Ride, Russ Wilson. I think as far as being a clutch performer, he's the only one that can match with Mahomes as being a clutch performer. I like Jerry Jeudy.
I love him.
I really like Jerry Jeudy.
I love him.
I really want to see what they
boy
can
helped
do
me win a
together.
fantasy league.
Well, see, I want him to perform well too because he's my starting quarterback on my fantasy team. So I do, I might be changing again. I don't know why. This is hilarious, but hey, whatever, bro. I'm trying to win this league, and now that I have said that, I gotta agree my faith, man, with the Denver Broncos. So
He's in alignment now.
First off, you got one more team. That's it, because you had the Chiefs.
That's it.
Now you got the Chargers, and now you going to the Broncos. You can't do no more.
I'm definitely not going to the Raiders. I told y'all from the jump, I ain't going over there.
No, let somebody convince you.
Hey, no, you can't convince me. Y'all bring me down. Convince me about the Raiders right now. Y'all ain't even pick them. Y'all can't convince me.
I named all the players, and you were still.
I do not care.
You still didn't.
And I like Waller. Waller a dog. Devontae a dog. Jacobs a dog.
The Raiders not smart.
Carl.
They not smart.
Would you call a dog?
For
a dog. A dog.
So
he's a Pro Bowl quarterback, but he's not a dog. He's a Pro Bowl quarterback.
How do we feel? Just a quick side. We just a one word answer if you don't mind.
Okay.
Now that have y'all read the story about y'all watched The Shop did y'all see The Shop with Tom Brady on it? With LeBron James, Sprint Hill?
I did.
Okay, so when Tom Brady said, "You're not gonna get rid of this mother for me," he was talking about Derek Carr. He was talking about John Gruden, because he was gonna bring Gronk, and Tom Brady was going to go to the Raiders. They was going to a new stadium.
Yep.
And John Gruden said no because Tom Brady was going to get all the credit, basically. Right? So, how you, they're
not smart.
How you...
They're not smart. I keep saying this. The Raiders are not smart.
Derek Carr has... He has done... There's a couple other quarterbacks who's like this. I could never understand why they kept paying Sam Bradford.
Oh, that boy made 100.
I can never understand why, and I'm good. I'm glad I couldn't understand it before this year. I'm glad he got out of there and won him a Super Bowl, Matt Stafford, right? But I can never understand why it's like Jay Cutler. Like they were just like, oh, Jay Cutler's got an arm. He's this and this and that. And I'm like, yo, but he can't win.
Yeah.
To me, that's Derek Carr. He got all the intangibles. He Pro Bowl quarterback, right? That's not it. But for me, he's not going to ever get you over that hump. It's almost like Carson Palmer. I feel the same way about that. It's like, I see glimmers of, boy, he balled. Boy, you can really do it. And then it's like, no, you can't. You can't never do it. In a matter of 2 weeks. Y'all know that, man. So, and none of y'all going to ever call him a dog. And none of y'all going to ever call him a beast. Y'all not going to put it top 5 quarterback. He top 5 quarterback in the league right now?
Nah, he's probably the 4th in his division. He the 4th in his division.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
All right.
Raiders are not smart. That's what we're talking about.
No, you're not.
And they paying him like he didn't want everything.
You got to, though. Because
I guess.
NFC West.
Okay.
We got Seattle, 49ers. All right. Arizona Cardinals. Who I'm missing?
Bro, that is a terrible division.
And who I'm missing? Rams.
That's a
Los
terrible
Angeles
division.
Rams. Champions.
It's the Rams.
Yeah, Rams.
It's the Rams. Aaron Donald's gonna kill all of them dudes.
Yeah, Rams.
Kyler Murray don't look at the playbook.
They don't have Russell Wilson no more.
Who your Rams, Cardinals, who else? Rams?
Cardinals.
49ers.
Niners. With the new quarterback.
And who else?
The new young quarterback.
Whoa.
The new young quarterback, Trey Lance.
Time.
Yeah, Garoppolo on the bench, huh?
Yeah.
Highest paid backup.
Yeah, high paid backup.
Get your money, bro.
Wait. I'm gonna read back. I'm gonna rethink that now. Wait a minute. I don't know if I'm gonna say the Rams can. I don't know. It's something about the 49ers, bro.
I like their defense.
Yeah, I like their defense and I like their mentality. I don't know, with Debo Samuels and I don't know yet. It's one of those same situations where you just said the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl, but the Chargers win the division. I can still see the Rams maybe advancing to the Super Bowl, but
the 49ers
winning the division. Yeah. I like their defense.
I like the 49ers.
Yeah, George Kittle at tight end.
My problem with them is it's the same problem I have with a
Debo.
lot of college teams and a lot of college coaches. The offensive coordinator / head coach is not innovative enough.
Okay.
He does not pass the ball efficient enough
Who's
down
the
the
coach?
field.
Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan.
Oh,
He specializes in the run game because of his dad. So they're gonna be physical. They're gonna do everything up. It's the reason why I didn't pick them last year when we did the picks in the playoffs. And I was like, ain't no way it's the 49ers. I can't see it.
It was close though.
you just made me think. Shout out to Terrell Davis, man.
Yeah, TD, man.
Boy, the Broncos. They
That's
really
what I
good.
love.
All right.
I love Debo.
Rams.
I love Debo Samuel.
Rams.
Rams.
49ers.
I'm going Niners too.
Dope.
That's what's up.
They both gonna be in the playoffs.
I'm going Niners.
Yeah, that's true.
They both gonna be in the playoffs.
All right. Let's roll with who we ain't touch. Oh, okay.
NFC North.
NFC North.
Jesus
we got
Christ.
we got the Vikings, the Packers,
In the
Bears,
and the
and the Lions. On Hard Knocks.
Lions. I'm going Lions, man.
Man, Lions, man. Shout out Kevin Shepard, man. I'm going with
Let's
Detroit.
go.
Shout
Let's
out
go.
K. Shep, man.
Best linebacker coach in the NFL on
shout
TV.
Wait, y'all talking about winning the division?
Man,
shout out
man.
Detroit.
It
Shout out
ain't nothing
Kevin,
going
man.
on. Shout out Detroit Lions,
Yeah.
man.
I just got Kevin Shepard.
Kevin Shepard been going off on social media, man.
so-
That's what's up.
Great. He's gonna be a head coach.
He
one day.
is. He really is. He really is.
Okay, so y'all really
So y'all
picking
saying
the
Kelvin Shepard gonna win the division? Y'all must be.
Man, I don't. It's nothing in that division, really. It's nothing in that division.
It's not.
I'm
What?
going Green Bay.
Yeah, who he gonna throw to? You? no diss.
I'll go run.
You got hands though.
I'll go there and run
They
the
got
routes.
a nice
I don't
front
know if I
seven
can do
on defense.
separation.
We got
throw it in my area, I catch it.
Valdez Scantling sitting up there.
Where he
I
came
can't get
from?
no separation.
Nobody
man.
I
knows.
have no idea where.
See, nobody knows. It's just a bunch of nobodies out there,
Nah,
man.
nah.
It's Green Bay, man.
All right.
Like
Me,
I have nobody in there.
I'm gonna go with the skill position players and the indoor stadium of the Vikings.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm gonna go with
I got Dalvin Cook in fantasy. I'm going Vikings. It's Vikings, man. Let's go Vikings. I just thought about it. These boys,
Fantasy make you change your mind. I'm trying to tell you, man. Denver, go Denver.
fans and listeners of the Evergreen podcast. These boys are going with we shouldn't have had our fantasy draft before we shot this episode. These boys are all picking their fantasy teams.
Rattle off your team right quick. Your best players on your team. Go.
Best players on my team?
Yeah.
Let's see. I
Fantasy.
got
Fantasy segment.
so many leagues.
shoot. I got yeah. I got Josh. Shoot. Yeah, quarterback for the Bills. Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Shout out
Right.
to Josh Allen.
Let's
I played
see.
Big Fave this week.
Shout out Big Faith.
I'm off this.
Hello, somebody. Hey, we gonna beat somebody.
That boy said, "We gonna move your body."
Wow.
The Favy out there performing too, boy. Shout out to Favy,
Shout out
man.
Big Faith, man.
Favy got a gig 2-3 times a week, boy.
out
Get that money.
He be dancing too, boy.
Yeah, shout out Big Faith,
Favy, man.
Let's see. My running backs. I got Nick Chubb. I got.
See, this is
I got
wrong. See,
Debo
hold on,
Debo
see.
Samuel. I got Singletary from the Bills.
Put the guy saying you got Debo Samuel. You got
Put the
Debo
camera
Samuel.
on
I
me.
see
Put
you.
the camera on me, Darius. Put the camera on me. See, that's
Swag.
what's wrong. See, this is wrong nowadays with this fantasy GMing. See how they got their phones out and they got to look at their team?
Yeah.
See, you're supposed to know who your players are. See what I'm saying? They got to look at their squad. They got to know you got to know who your players are, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let them go. I'm going to let you finish.
Man, we in several leagues.
I'm saying I got
several
a bunch
amounts.
Yeah, for real. I got money flowing out here.
Meanwhile, I'm opening my app.
Let's see. I got Juju Smith-Schuster. I got Darren Waller for the Las Vegas Raiders. I got Debo Samuel, Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, Justin Tucker for the Baltimore Ravens.
Man,
Dak Prescott backup.
it's a good backup.
Yeah,
It's a good backup. He about to be getting a new head coach after this year.
probably so.
Shout out Sean Payton. Send them draft picks to the Saints. Let's go.
Isaiah Likely from the Baltimore Ravens. I watched him. I caught one preseason game, and he caught like 8 passes for 100 something yards. I was like, sold.
Sold.
Let me get him. Look, I did something real smart.
Uh-huh.
I knew the Jaguars was gonna be trash,
Uh-huh.
so they're gonna be losing a lot of games.
So they're gonna be throwing
Give
it
me
up.
Trevor Lawrence as my quarterback.
Put it up.
Let's go, T.
Throwing the ball, boy.
T. Lawrence, man.
Going and running.
I got Till at running back, DeAndre Swift, Tyreek Hill. Come on, Tyreek. Come on, Cheetah. Hey, I need you this year.
You ain't got to worry about him. You got to worry about
Tua need you more.
Tua is
I don't need Tua. If Tua ain't throwing that thing to him, let's put Teddy Bridgewater in the game. Let's go.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, man. I got the Steelers defense too, man.
Yeah, I got dangerous.
All right.
I got Fournette.
Right.
running back.
Who is dangerous?
Russell Wilson. That's his nickname. That's his.
Dangerous.
Well, that's his IG handle. Dangerous.
I got. When I'm gonna get to this guy last, I got Cooper Kupp and Williams from the Chargers. Williams from the Chargers, but I picked up somebody, bro, and I think he's gonna have a comeback season, but I think he's gonna do good this year. Saquon. I hope he does. I hope he does. Not to be a Giants fan, but I just be wanting to.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's something we need to talk about, though. Like, are those cats who work out that much, are they really hurting their body more than they helping their body? Because they're not recovering.
And you think they're working out wrong. They're doing the wrong thing for what they need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't. You know.
You see a cat like Fournette, he show up out of shape, but when it's playoff time, he running that thing.
He running that thing. Yeah, right.
Playoff Lenny.
Right.
I mean, you do have
big, bro.
you got to
245 when he showed up. Playoff time, he 230.
Hey, so who's that on? Who's that on? That's on your personal training, or is that for the team? Or should the team?
No, that's your personal trainer.
Personal trainer.
You off the team clock.
Personal trainer.
Yep.
Accountability.
That's why they call them game checks, not year checks.
Yeah.
You only get paid for playing the
Them
game.
games, right? You only play all year round. You right.
You might get bonuses if you show up in shape, like depending on how your contract is structured. But
Zion.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Talking about game checks and stuff like that. I want to give a big shout out to Kai Harley from the New Orleans Saints. Man, he's a future brilliant GM. I think.
Yes, sir.
Brilliant businessman.
Yep.
Was at Bloomberg.
Bloomberg, yes.
Coming out of college.
Still in college.
Still in college. He's the Saints cap guy. He does all the numbers, not the GM, and he's finally getting his credit right now.
Yeah.
He does
Even though he wants to stay behind the scenes.
He wants to stay behind
That's
the
why
scenes.
nobody knew about him until,
But all those contracts you've seen with the Saints over the last 13, 14 years, it's been him.
Right.
Shout out to Kai, man. We see, man. Hey, come on Evergreen too, bro. Got mad love for
Absolutely. You're
you.
welcome.
Yeah, I still got a tough question for you.
That'll be interesting though.
Oh man.
I want to know what.
Him talk numbers.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
All right, so let's push
put it
on.
out
Let's
there.
push on. Let's finish up this preview. All right, we got the AFC East. All right, we got the Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets. Bills. I ain't even gonna discuss it too
It's
much.
Bills.
Go ahead.
Say it again. Bills, Patriots.
Dolphins, Jets.
Yeah, Bills.
All right.
Jets.
Oh, you trolling.
boy
man.
Joe,
You trolling.
man.
You trolling. You
Bills,
trolling. You trolling.
That
Look,
one-
trolling, man.
Let me pick it for me, bro.
That one
this is
gonna
wild,
go,
man.
that one gonna go viral.
I'm
right.
gonna go with the Jets.
Jets.
Okay, you really going with the Jets? Okay. All right. Last but not least, of course, the NFC East. We got the Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, and the Commanders.
That's a terrible name. The Washington Commanders is a terrible name, bro. I don't know. They need to put that back out for just regular poll and put it in the
Washington
newspaper.
football team. It was fine.
Like,
I like the logo. I like the.
That's they eliminated just because of that. Just because of that, they eliminated. The Eagles just went got CD Deuce from the Saints. Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. They were surrounded him with a lot of weapons.
Young kid from A-Me, that wide receiver. I ain't picking him.
Ooh.
What give me the teams again?
The Eagles, the Giants, Cowboys, Commanders.
The Cowboys, I want the Cowboys to win, but I want them to lose so they could get Sean Payton. So I'm eliminating them. What's the other team?
Commanders.
Eagles.
Commanders,
Eagles.
Giants, and Cowboys.
Giants.
I think this is
trash.
I think
the
this
Eagles, man.
Eagles.
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 The Eagles.
Eagles.
Philly.
Philly.
I love their fans though, man. They fans are no nonsense. We talking about fanatics early and all that fan craziness. They fans been crazy.
Yeah.
Them people was throwing snowballs at Santa Claus back in the day.
They don't care.
Boy, when Emmitt Smith got knocked out, who that was? Emmitt Smith or Michael Irvin had got knocked out.
Knocked out.
Yeah.
They was cheering.
Cheering.
Shout out to
Loudly.
Eagles fans, man. Hey, I love you, Philly.
I'm gonna take the Eagles because in my conscience I cannot pick the Cowboys for nothing
Why not?
because I hate them.
Why?
Hate them.
Why?
The fans.
You don't like Cowboy fans?
Hell no.
I like them, man.
Me too.
You know why I like them? I love Cowboy fans because the majority of them don't know football.
Isn't there a lot of fans though?
They don't know football,
They
conversations be kind of.
They delusional like Pat Bell.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy that you say that because we work with. Me and Swag got like 3 on our staff. Like we get to talking, it's like, yo, like you get past, you got those tiers of conversation. You got the outer crust where everybody can say all the stuff that everybody knows. Then you get to the next little tier and it's like, they can say a few little things, but they start looking at you kind of sideways because they don't know where you're going. Yeah. Then you get to like you really start talking football and they like, yeah, but and they be like, yeah,
gotcha.
You guys, you don't know. That's how it be.
That's why I like Cowboy fans, man. I love to have a conversation with them.
All right, man. Let's load up, man. It's Jigga City Classic time.
It's only one team I can support in that.
This is Jigga City Classic time. Let's get it. Y'all, look, man, just be safe out there.
Look, that's all we're going to say. Just
Please be safe out there. Just come back. Just come back. Come back alive.
Go Southern.
Go Southern.
Go Jags. Bring it home.
Do they stand a chance?
Yeah. You didn't see that game last week?
I did see it.
Well, they got a chance.
Them boys stand a chance. They probably can block some field goals for sure. If they block all the extra points.
Yeah. Run it back. 2 points, baby.
I ain't messing with it, man. I ain't messing with it. I'm going to have to go down in there.
Man. I want
Doug about to fight you.
I want him to win, man.
He know it.
They'll go to Slick on Southern to win there.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw some
turmoil, baby.
I know, man. I got to roll my alma mater. But shout out Southern though. Shout out Blake Thompson.
Yeah.
Southern University. Former Derek Becker Foundation member.
Shout out.
Doing his thing. Number 43, Blake Thompson. See you out there this Saturday. I saw somebody said this though. He said he don't want a regular Southern T-shirt. Okay.
He gotta have.
Swerving.
Yeah, he want a Jaguar out of a Cutlass.
Swerving
Ripper Drive. That's what I'm talking about.
And somebody made that shirt. They gonna make
it. Yeah.
They made them.
Oh, they made them.
Oh, they made them. They got a bunch of them.
Oh, Southern got to win. We got to win them on the pod next week.
Hey,
we got to win.
I'm gonna find some.
We got to win. They got to win them. They got to win them. I ain't winning.
They not gonna. They might win.
What time is the game Saturday?
6:30.
6:30 is a night game.
Interesting.
Night game.
How we gonna watch it? It's gonna be on local TV, right? It's gonna be on
SEC Network.
Yeah, SEC Network.
All right, let's go.
It's gonna be on SEC Network.
Yeah.
Let's go Southern.
Hey,
Come on, Jags.
I'm gonna say this, and then we can get out of here. That's gonna be good exposure for Southern.
It is, man.
Television wise or whatever.
They won last week too.
Yeah. Shout out to Jack State. Should do all that. Good stuff.
Oh man, right.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
The HBCU, like one thing I look at is from like the past HBCU teams. Like these guys physically look a lot more mature.
Absolutely.
O lineman, D lineman, is a lot more mature.
Yeah, absolutely.
Physically.
Yep.
Looking good, man.
You think Coach Prime them could play at a lower level?
Like Southland Conference?
Yeah. No, not Southland. They play them. That's the same thing. I mean, like.
You think they could like Southeastern and stuff?
Like Conference USA.
Right now.
With the roster they got.
Right now.
Yeah.
They got an all Division I roster.
I just see them play some of them.
I ain't saying go up against Bama.
Right.
No. I got to see him play consistent.
I think they could get Tulane.
Yeah. I gotta see him I'm more like him. I gotta see him play consistently. I want to see if you continue to come out here and go 28 for 30. 28 for 31.
Is it possible though?
Walter Payton.
Can he do this? I know about to get out of here, but Dante, you may know more about this than me as far as like contracts and stuff. Is it possible that Dion, people talking about, Florida State, he may go there, but is it possible that he gonna stay at Jackson State to maybe get them out of the SWAC and get into like one of these other conferences?
Move up.
Can he do that? Like
some other schools did it before, right? Right now.
Yeah, you can do it.
There's some other schools lead. Where they left the MEAC or something?
They left the MEAC, yeah. They left the MEAC, Norfolk State maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they did.
I think that's where Southern's former coach ended up coaching.
So where they at now?
I would have to look up the division.
Can he go from the SWAC like Conference USA or something?
That's on your athletic director.
Yeah, that's on your athletic director.
That's for all the teams though.
And depend on the strength of the contract of your conference. Like the ACC they got ironclad contracts. That's why nobody leaving the conference to go to like SEC or Big Ten.
Right.
Yeah, at this point, he has to do something like that. He can't leave.
I don't think he is.
I thought he was until I seen Florida State in the dome.
Man.
All right.
All right, y'all. This has been the Evergreen Pod. This is episode 2.
Just saying.
Stay tuned for some of our segments, man. We about to put out a lot of content, so like and subscribe, man. We good. Everybody good? We talk about what we want to talk about. We good? You not good, Doug?
Nope. I'm not.
He did it. Will did it. Will did it, though. Will did it. Will did it. God, dog. This has been the Evergreen Pod, guys.
Bum, 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 bum.